We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. First for Phoenix, and it's Sarge in at the 4. And looking at the Thunder. And at the center position out of New Zealand and the University of Pittsburgh, 6'11" pivot, Steven Adams. And it's Gallinari in at the power forward. Now, here's Rubio. And a foul cost the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the most striking thing about him, Kevin, is just how strong he is. He plays the game so physically. He may not be the most skilled guy, but he plays with a burning passion.
And something else he has is an array of moves in the paint. You can make a training video for young players to figure out how to play down low in terms of how he gets it done inside. Well, you know, I tell you what, guys, it's a tough road to hoe when you're trying to rebuild in the Western Conference. There's just no room or margin for error, and teams pile on while you're down.
And here are the Suns now, following the shot by Chris Paul. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
On defense, the Suns. And back to the Suns in the West. They did finish with the worst record in the conference. They managed only 17 wins, Steve, against other teams in the West.
And that wasn't the worst mark, but it was close. The Suns' problem was that they didn't have a huge inside presence for long stretches of the season. And when you lack depth against teams with tough power forwards or centers out west, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one's good.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Stolen by Sarge. And now Rubio pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Rubio's got 5 now.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Monty Williams. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with, and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love it, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
I definitely can appreciate their approach with the 3-ball.
Paul with the ball, now guarded by Sarge. Puts it up, and he gets the jumper to drop. Here is Rubio. He's got 5. Now the pass to Kelly. Back to Rubio. Here's Heaton. Rim is shaken. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
And it's no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Rubio outside. Passes to Sarge. From deep. Here's Booker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
And the Thunder with the possession here. They trail by 7. Pass to Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the shot is good. He's got 5.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Well, you could see it at the start of the season that Oklahoma City was being driven by falling short in the 2012 finals. Their focus was on being the best team in the West, and they jumped on that goal right from the start.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. They swipe it. Number 6, defended by Bridges. It's rebounded by Frank. And for the Thunder, the second best regular season record in the league last season, Steve, at 60-22.
Well, and they had the best point differential in the league, Kevin, which I think is probably the best barometer in terms of how well you're playing. But But clearly, the Westbrook injury in the first round of the playoffs against Houston just completely took the wind out of their sails. And I would look for Oklahoma City to be back this year. With everybody healthy, they'll have a chip on their shoulders. They want to get back to the finals this year.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tires.
Here's Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Noel. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Noel. Back to Johnson. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And good on the basket. Book it.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Roberson kicks to Schroeder. There's Noel. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And that concludes the first quarter. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players had a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
And it's the Suns with the ball after the made shot from Noel. Number 10. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, you look over at how tough the West has been over the last decade or so, and my, you've never seen a team dominate that conference the way the Thunder did last year. They were on the roll.
The record for the Thunder against the West, 39-13. Just numbers that you never really see for a team playing against what is always, Steve, a very tough Western Conference.
Well, just to give you an idea of how good the Thunder were in the West last year, I mean, you'd have to go all the way back to the 08-09 season to find another club that had more than 39 wins against the West. That was the 09 Lakers, of course, who went on to win it all.
Now here's Paul. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for Nerlens Noel.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Johnson with it. Defended by Ferguson. Bridges misses. Ferguson, he's guarded by Johnson. Makes it off the glass.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
You know, when you're one of the worst teams in the league, you have a lot of problems. And for the Suns, one of their biggest problems was that opponents shot very close to 40% against them from behind the arc. And that's just not a winning number.
As you said, Clark, with the Suns, dead last in the league in terms of opposing three-point percentage. Defense overall was a problem for him, Steve, but especially in closing out on shooters beyond the arc.
Well, the three-point shot, Kevin, has become such a huge part of every NBA team's offense now that if you're struggling to defend that line, you're going to really find yourself at the bottom of the league defensively and record-wise, and that's exactly where Phoenix found itself.
Here's Rubio. That 3 off the mark. The Thunder with the lead. Alexander defended by Booker. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Man, the offense just gets hotter and hotter.
And they are really cooking now. You know what I like to say? You can microwave or you can cook with electricity or gas. When you're that hot, you're cooking with gas.
And that one's good. He's got 6.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The pass to Alexander. Rejected by Booker. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Saric. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And the Suns making a change here.